So, if you're watching this first thing in the morning, you probably just woke up. And most likely you have an expectation for this day and how things are going to turn out. Well, I hate to tell you, life has a mischievous sense of humor. It delights, it laughs in reminding us that control is an illusion. The moment we think we've got it all figured out, the universe will toss a curveball in. Toss it into what? To stretch our awareness and deepen our trust. When we expect the unexpected, we stop resisting change and we start dancing with it. Every surprise becomes an invitation to grow, to let go, and to remember that life's greatest gifts often are disguised as detours. So often we think that people in our lives are going to respond a certain way, and then they surprise us. We may like it, and we may not like it. And you know what? All that is a perception. That's all it is. It's a perception. Everything is a perception. But we get upset through our perceptions, don't we? Because we expect things to be a certain way. And yet, everything that we don't expect, the unexpected, the universe is saying, hey, let go of your expectations. Grow beyond them. Question is, are you open to growth? Or are you still trying to control people, trying to control events, trying to control everything? You don't have it. I'd like to tell you I've given up control. I haven't. I'm working on it. I'm doing my best to surrender. I'm doing my best to open my perception to see life in a bigger way, in a more expansive way, knowing that life is always in balance. Always in balance. No matter how much you think it's not in balance, life is in balance. It is always supporting you as much as it's challenging you. And so are people in your life. And maybe not every person in your life is supporting you equally and growing you, but rest assured, the balance between the people, events, everything in your life, there is balance of control and support. It may not be coming from one source, but you're being supported and you're being challenged. It's like in marriage. Let's use that as an example. Sometimes my wife is my greatest support. Sometimes she's my greatest challenge. But never both at the same time, pretty much. That support or challenge may be coming from other people, and it often does. In fact, most of the time it does. But we're not open to see that because we have a perception. We have an expectation that our partner has to be both. No, not the case. Expect the unexpected. Open up to a possibility greater than what you think. Buddha says what? Your preferences, your desires are the source of all suffering. Yeah, it's your expectations. When you don't get what you expect, you're miserable. I know people all the time think, Lee, you got to say it this way, this way, this way, that way, that. No, I say it Lee's way. Why do I say it Lee's way? Because it's what Lee thinks. It's what's working for Lee right now. And what works for Lee, it may not work for you. And you know what? That's okay. Because we're unique. We're all individuals. There's no one right way. There's no one right way to hear something, to say something, to act on something, to feel about something. There's no right way. Everything is an opportunity for growth. By growth, I mean a greater awareness, an awareness that you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not your feelings. You're that which is observing it all. And that which is observing it all is untouchable by external events, external people, external words. Untouchable. But that's hard for us to realize because we do think we're our body. We do think we're our emotions and our minds. And so life is really a dance. It's a dance between the truth and the illusion. How you look at the illusion will determine the quality of your life that you perceive by looking at and living in the illusion. That's a pretty deep subject for another day. With that, go into today. Expect something unexpected. Guess what? You'll be right. With that, much love and aloha.